A daring daytime raid on the Federal Deposit Bank in downtown Los Angeles. A mobilized LAPD. What happens next? Stay with Sky 5 News to find out.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Mike here, otherwise known as the Gadget Addict, and I am bringing you my first thoughts on Battlefield Hardline. The beta came out today. It's been available for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And I'm bringing you a bit of Heist footage here. Now, Heist is the brand new mode for Hardline. It's a kind of a cops and robbers mode. So one team plays the robbers, who have to go in, they have to get the cash out the vault, and obviously the other side play the cops, who have to stop you. Simple enough. It's kind of like a... It's almost like a kind of team capture the flag, I would say. It's a little bit... It's a little bit unique, but it's kind of stuff that's been done before. But, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about this. There's a few things I want to talk about. First of all, I want to talk about what I don't like about this beta so far. And that's even before we get into discussing the gameplay. Oh, there goes my phone. 2 seconds. Right, so the first thing I didn't like, this game took forever. I mean, absolutely forever to install. I mean, you download it off well, in my case, download it off the PlayStation Store. It installs the client that way, and then it has to do another install on top of that. And that took forever, literally. I was recording for 45 minutes, and I actually only got 14 minutes of gameplay footage. That's how long it was fucking installing for, and there was no particular reason why. There was no progress bar to tell you, there was just a counter with a percentage on it, and that was it. You didn't even get any inclination as to why it was taking so damn long to install. But anyway, that's besides the point. Second thing that annoyed me about it, I don't like the fact that it asks you to sign into an Origin account, and that's fair enough because, you know, it's EA, it's their platform, and, you know, Ubisoft do the same thing. It asks you to sign into a Uplay account. You install Diablo 3, it asks you to sign into Battle.net. You know, it's that kind of thing. These services are there, and they'll always be there, and, you know, there'll be games all the time come out that ask you to sign into them. That is fair enough, I don't mind that. However, what this asks you, and I'm hoping that it is just for the beta, it asked me to create a new account. It wouldn't let me sign into my existing Origin account. Now, you know, my existing Origin account is set up how I want it to be. It's the Gadget Addict, you know. That is me. That's what I want. And someone's taken the other name that I use online, so yeah, I was kind of annoyed by that because it only gave this option to create an ID. It didn't give you an option to like sign in with an existing one. And that just kind of annoyed me because then my progress in this beta then doesn't get tied to my existing Origin account with the other EA games that I've got. I think the 3 that I've got. But, you know, it's something I can't go and see my stats in Origin. Anyway, but that's just me. And I'm hoping that's not going to be the case for the full game. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of just random Origin accounts being created just for this game. I don't remember any other Battlefield I've ever played asking me to sign into Origin either. Well, to be fair, the last Battlefield game I did play was Battlefield 3. I never got 4, so I don't know. But anyways, other than that, now you can notice on the game screen here, there are a lot of things to look at on your HUD, and they're not very clear what they actually are. That I don't like it. That needs to be tidied up a bit, because at the minute I'm going towards this escape thing. Someone on my team has broken into the safe and got the package from the safe. Now that's great, but just look at all these fucking floating dots around right to the screen now, and it's just, it's so annoying because I can't really keep an eye on where I'm at or what I'm doing. Combined with that, the cops and the robbers are both wearing black. So other than the kind of the names of the heads, at a glance I can't really tell who is who. So I mean, that's a kind of a functional game design thing. You know, you'd think there'd be an easier way to distinguish who's police and who's not. But that's kind of about all of the only gripes I've got with the game. And I've only played 2 matches of Heist. I've played one as the cops, one as the robbers. This one was as the robbers and we lost, and then I played as the cops and we lost again. I'm pretty much putting it down to the fact that I'm terrible at this game, so, you know, if you ever get paired up with me, you're in for a bad time. But, I mean, the level design is pretty cool. I quite like this bank level. You've kind of got this whole kind of city block that you can play with. Yeah, I didn't see where I got killed from there. I don't know, that was just annoying, that. But yeah, you've got like a whole city block to play with. The spawn points are a little bit annoying because of the size of the map. You tend to get spawned quite far away. Now, if you're a player like me who dies a lot, that means you spend a lot of your time actually just running to where you need to be. See, again, I'm not able to differentiate all of these different symbols on the screen. I don't know what each of them represents. I'm assuming this blue one here with 20 odd meters on it now, that is the player with the package at the minute. But anyway, and I experienced quite a bit of lag when I was playing this, but I mean, this is a beta, so I'm not going to kind of decry the game for that. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's a beta. It's going to have lag, and that can't be helped. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was promising. The gameplay itself is quite slick. The map's fairly interesting. The gunplay is satisfying. The sound is really, really good. The sound of the guns is fantastic. I love that. I think I got kind of put into a weird lobby because, I mean, bear in mind this has only been out for like a few hours in the UK. I jumped in with a lot of people who were already fairly high level. They must have been beasting this today. I mean, I've only just got to level 1 there. There were a lot of people who were very high level and already very experienced with this. And I think this is the problem I tend to have with Battlefield and Call of Duty as well, is that people get very good very quickly and leave me in the dust. And that's not really something I can levy back at the game itself. That is just kind of my own ability with first-person games. You see, I got shot out of nowhere. I had no idea where that shooter came from. But, yeah, I mean, as it stands, I mean, it looks really good. The graphics are fantastic. It sounds brilliant. Level design's really good. I'm going to do another video when I get into like the kind of competitive multiplayer, as opposed to, I mean, this is competitive multiplayer, but you know, like your standard kind of deathmatch one. There's a point capture one with a huge map, and there is another one. There's like 3. What is it? Hot Seat or something like that, or Hotwire? That's it. Where you have to steal vehicles. Yes, there's 3 game modes included with the beta, so I'm going to cover all of those over the next few days. But yeah, so this is my initial thoughts on it. So just to kind of sum up, there's a few irritating features about it, mostly around the beta itself. The actual beta itself is pretty good. The game is shaping up to be quite good. It's probably not going to be a game for me, but you know, I had some fun playing it. I think for me, it's very realistic, and I think realistic games tend to put me off a little bit. I like a bit of fantasy in my games, but I can see this being a real time sink for people who enjoy the Battlefield series. It certainly handles better than any Call of Duty game I've ever played, so if that means anything to anybody. So, but yeah, it's shaping up to be quite good, and I can imagine this is going to please quite a few people. So I'm going to leave this here for now. If you enjoyed this, please do make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and come back soon for more Battlefield Hardline information and videos. For now though, good night.